Yesterday we talked about different ways to make 4 and 5. And today we're going to talk about ways to make 6 and 7. So let's talk about the number 6. So right here we have hearts. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to count how many hearts that we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this shows us, these hearts show us how many counters we need to represent the number 6. So we're going to go over the different ways that we can show 6 and the different addition problems and sentences that we can write for the number 6. So this is our first way we're going to talk about. So when I'm looking at this picture, if you see down here, I'm going to count the number of striped apples and the number of plain apples I have. And we're going to see what kind of addition sentence we're going to write for the number 6. So if I look at my picture and I count how many apples I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can see I have 6 striped apples. So I know for my addition sentence, I have 6 apples altogether. And I know that I have 6 that are striped. So I don't have any of these plain apples. So if I don't have any plain apples, what I write for this is 0. So 6 striped apples plus 0 plain apples equals 6. And we can write this another way too. If we start with our plain apples, we don't have any plain apples, so we write the number 0 here, and then we add our striped apples. We know we have 6 striped apples because we counted them. We got this number. We still have 6 apples. There's still 6 apples. So you can write 6 plus 0 equals 6, or you can write 0 plus 6 equals 6, because there's still going to be 6 apples. So let's look at the next way that we can make 6. So this time I have some striped and some plain apples. So I'm going to count how many apples I have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 apples all together. So I know that both of my addition sentences are going to have 6 in them. But we're going to look at how many striped apples I have and how many plain apples I have. So let's go ahead and count our striped apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 striped apples. So in my problem, in my addition sentence down here where it says, tell me the number of striped apples, I'm going to write the number 5 because I counted 5 striped apples. And for the number of plain apples, I still need to count. Let's count how many plain apples. 1. So if I have 1 plain apple, I'm going to write the number 1 where my plain apples are. So 5 plus 1 equals 6. And then I'm going to try to finish my other addition sentence. So we're starting with our plain apples. So I have 1 plain apple plus 5 striped apples. So 1 plus 5 also equals 6. Let's look at this one. So let's count how many apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 apples. I know that both of my sentences are going to end in the number 6. And let's count how many striped apples I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's count how many plain apples I have. 1, 2. So I have 4 striped apples and 2 plain apples. And now I can fill in my addition sentences. So if I take my number of striped apples plus my number of plain apples, I could put 4 striped apples plus 2 plain apples equals 6. Now if I go down here and I take my number of plain apples plus my number of striped apples, then I would say 2 plus 4 equals 6. So these are 2 different ways. These are the 2 different ways that we can write addition sentences for this picture. All right, there's one more way that we're going to talk about how to make 6. So we know that there's 6 apples here. We can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to say that we know that there's going to be 6 apples, so we put 6 here. And now let's count the number of striped and the number of plain apples. So 1, 2, 3 striped apples and 1, 2, 3 plain apples. So I have 3 striped apples and 3 plain apples. So now I can fill in my addition sentences. So let's see. I need my number of striped apples and my number of plain apples. So I have 3 striped apples plus 3 plain apples equals 6 apples total. And now if I go down here and I do my number of plain apples plus my number of striped apples, I'm going to have 3 plain apples plus 3 striped apples. So that is the last way that we can make the number 6. So now we're going to talk about making the number 7. So let's count how many cats do we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is how we show the number 7 with counters. Remember, this is how we show the number 7. So let's talk about our first way to make 7. So we have, let's see, these are some peaches. Let's count how many peaches we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 peaches. And I'm trying to look for the number of peaches and the number of strawberries. So I see I have 7 peaches, but I don't see any strawberries. So I say, where are my strawberries? I don't see any. So I know that I have 7 peaches and I have 0 strawberries, but I have 7 fruit altogether. And so if I'm going to write my strawberries first, I would say I have 0 strawberries and I have 7 peaches and I still have 7 fruit all together. So this is one way that we can show 7 is 7 plus 0 or 0 plus 7. All right, let's talk about another way to show 7. So we're going to count, make sure we have 7 fruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have 7 fruit. But now we're going to count the number of peaches and the number of strawberries. So let's count our peaches first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 peaches. And now let's count our strawberries. We have 1 strawberry, just 1 little strawberry. So now let's fill out our addition sentences. So we need to know the number of peaches we have and the number of strawberries we have. So we have 6 peaches plus 1 strawberry equals 7 fruit altogether. And now we can try it again, but starting with our strawberries this time. So if we have 1 strawberry plus 6 peaches, then we still have 7 fruit altogether. So this is another way to show 7. A group of 6 and a group of 1. Let's talk about a new way to show 7. So we know we have 7. We know we have 7 fruit all together. So we're going to go ahead and write our 7. We know we have 7 fruit. But now we need to see how many peaches and how many strawberries. So let's count our peaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 peaches. And then we have 1, 2 strawberries. So now let's write our math sentence. Our math sentence is for 7. So we have one group of 5, our group of 5 peaches, and we have one group of 2, our group of 2 strawberries. So what we're going to do is we're going to write our number of peaches and write our number of strawberries. So when our group of peaches we have 5 in our group of peaches, and then we have 2 in our group of strawberries. So 5, one group of 5 plus one group of 2 is equal to 7 all together. And now let's try it a different way. So we're going to start with our strawberries this time, and then we're going to add our peaches. So we have a group of 2 strawberries plus a group of 5 peaches. We still have 7 fruit all together. Okay, let's go over one more way to make 7. So we have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fruit all together. 7 peaches and strawberries. Eating peaches and strawberries, very yummy. All right, now let's count our number of peaches. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a group of 4 peaches, and we have a group of 1, 2, 3 strawberries. 3 strawberries. So let's count how many peaches we need to put down and how many strawberries we need to put down. So we're looking at our group of peaches. So this is our group of peaches right here. We know we have 4 peaches. And we're looking at our group of strawberries. We know that we have 3 strawberries. So a group of 4 peaches plus a group of 3 strawberries is equal to 7 fruits altogether. So now we start with our group of strawberries, and then we add our group of peaches to see what other kind of sentence we can make. So if we start with our group of strawberries, we know we have 3 strawberries in our group. Then when we add our group of peaches, we know we have 4 peaches in our group of peaches. So another way to make 7 is to have a group of 3 plus a group of 4, or a group of 4 plus a group of 3, and you still have 7 all together.